Hi, I'm Paul Gardner. I'm the Director of Utilities for the town of Queen Creek. For wastewater discharges into the town of Queen Creek sewer system, there are many regulations and many government bodies that regulate what those discharges are. There are federal requirements from the Environmental Protection Agency through the federal government that regulate those discharges. There's also regulations from the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality that regulate the discharges, and also from our partnership at the Greenfield Water Reclamation Plant, regulated by Mesa, Gilbert, and Queen Creek on what those discharges can be to the plant itself. So the town's specific role in overseeing the discharge permits for the town of Queen Creek is to ensure that, one, that the samples that are taken by the owners of the property and by the town of Queen Creek and by the city of Mesa, that they meet all the standards, and those are reviewed and filed with the proper authorities on a monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis. So the permitting process for each industrial user will be required to submit what will they be doing on site, what will the water quality look like, and if any pretreatment needs to be done to meet the regulations for discharge into the town of Queen Creek's wastewater system. As we get different entities that may want to locate on the state land, one of the things that we look at is what is the water demands, and then what is the wastewater demands, and then what is the discharge demands that will be need to be met on each site. So for example, if an industrial user needs 1 million gallons a day and they're going to discharge 800,000 gallons a day, we're going to take that 800,000 gallons and make sure it's treated to near drinking water standards. That 800,000 gallons will then be recharged back into the aquifer to be reused again by the same plant. And so our deficit is really not 1 million gallons a day, but it's really only 200,000 gallons a day, or about 20% use. Most of the industrial uses that we have been looking at have been closer to the 60 to 80% return flow, and more efficient than what we see in residential development. So the town of Queen Creek has done extensive studies on what groundwater is available, and every subdivision and each user is required to meet the standards of a 100-year assured supply. The town's main goal is to take this 100-year supply of groundwater and stretch it out to 300 years, 400 years, 500 years. And we just want to ensure people that there are standards in place to ensure that both the water and wastewater systems will be protected.